Hello everyone, welcome to the another video on Helm in practice with example. In today's video, we will be discussing about the flow control, and in the flow control, we will discuss if-else statements. Similar to the other programming language, Helm also supports the if, else if and else block for controlling the flow of the application. For example, if, then you provide your condition, and then after, if the condition is true, then it will execute these statements. Or we can have else statement, if else statement, and we also can have a default case if none of the conditions are meeting. And to evaluate a specific conditions, there are certain rules. For example, if a boolean is false, then it is also false. If the number is 0, then also the condition evaluate is false. If it is an empty string or the null value, then also it is evaluated as a false. Or the collection is empty. In case of the collection, if it is an empty collection, then also the condition is evaluated as false. Now let us go back to the Visual Studio Code. So here I have created one new project, Helm chart, Helm control flow if, and I have removed most of the stuff from that and just kept one config map. In this one we will start adding some conditions here and see how if statement is working. So first thing, I have added few properties into the values.yaml. So favorite want orange juice. If it is true, in this case we will print drink orange juice. Otherwise we will print fruit, that is a banana. Now let us create a condition. So let me just keep these values right here first. Okay, so if condition, right? So the way we can create the if condition is, we say inside the flower bracket we say values dot favorites and want orange juice. Okay, and if the orange juice is available, then we say drink equal to drink, and value is going to be drink. Okay, and I need to put the flower brackets here. Sorry about that. I need to put the flower bracket right this. Else, again inside the flower brackets I say, and there is going to be AND statement here. So here I want fruit, and the value is going to be value of the fruit. So this is my condition, and I will also put one more value here. Let me put food, and the value is favorite food. Okay, and I'll get it like this. So I'll just remove this and let us try to run this. So Helm install and if condition, Helm if condition, and where is my chart located? Helm control flow, and right here. And I don't want to actually install it, I just want to do the dry run. Okay, so here my chart is displayed here. Here if the drink is not orange juice, right? Here it is a false, that is why it has gone into the fruits, and it has printed the banana here. and then it has printed the food pizza that was right here. If I change the value to true, then I will get orange juice and pizza, right? So this is working as expected, but you would have noticed one thing, that there is a space coming here and there is a space coming here. We did not add any space here, but still it came as a space there. So the reason that it is doing is, if each of the line that it is adding, it is also creating a new line for us here. So for each if condition, it has created a new line, and at the end also it has created, when it is ended, it has created a new line. So to remove the new line, if you remember in one of the previous class, I think built-in objects, functions and template, in the indentation and spacing, right? So I was using something like this, the dash inside flower bracket. So I can use the similar thing here. For example, if I use the dashes here, and if I try it now, then let us see what happens. Now you see that the spaces are removed. For example, I don't keep this dash here. So what happens? Let us try to see one more time. So here it has got no more spaces. Now it is coming, right? Now this is how we can work with that. So we remove the spaces with help of the dash here. Now let us create one more condition. So the way I want to create the condition is, if food is pizza, then it will fetch the value from the pizza, otherwise it will fetch the value from the fruit. So here I will add that condition. So the way we can add is first of all, let's say if food, that is equal condition, right? So favorite food is equal favorite food, and the food is pizza, then fetch the value from, let's say I will also remove a space here. So I will fetch value from values dot favorites and food, else I will fetch values from, where do I get the value from? I want to get the value from banana, that is a fruit. Okay, so if it is not a food pizza, then I want to get food as a banana, right? So I can fetch the value from the banana, and I can say and let us try to understand what happens. So here I will run it, and see here I am getting some error. So what happens here? As soon as after the food, it is trying to execute one of the condition here. For example, if it is pizza, then it is going here and it is fetching the value, and immediately after this it is trying to add some value, and it doesn't like that, because what it is saying is YAML parsing error in this error converting YAML to JSON line number 8. So here line number 8, that is it is going to, so what we have to do, we have to add some kind of indent here. Let's say I add only one indent here and try to fetch that value. So I will say okay, indent 1. Now let us try to execute one more time and let us see what happens. So now did you see it is able to fetch this value? So it is not able to, it needs some spacing in between key and values pair, then only it can generate the YAML properly, otherwise it cannot generate the YAML property. For example, again see we can here it won't give the error because it is able to fetch the value from food, but if I change these to pizza1, it will try to execute this, and I have not added any indent here. So again it will give me the same error. It is going to give me error because it is not able to transform this config map into the YAML file. So now indent, at least one indent, I can add two again, it should be okay, but at least one indent should be there, and then only it can properly be able to execute and get you the value. I think I forgot to add one flower bracket here. So now you see this, it is able to get me a detail properly. So here when we are working with the conditions, it is important we do the proper spacing and make sure that the spacings are properly indented, otherwise it may give you some unwanted errors. One more very important thing that we need to understand when working with the conditions. So in other programming language, we generally, for example Java or some other language, we can use the equal, not equals, all those things, but here we cannot use equals, not equals for more than one condition. So we have to use equals, not equals, then another is less than, then greater than. All these conditions we have to use, these kind of functions we have to use instead of the conditions. For example, here we already use one of the condition equal here, and also like, and also we can use, but the way we have to, for example, I want to make two conditions, I want to use two conditions here. Let's say I want set, okay, I want if it is a pizza and banana, then I can say okay, I like pizza and banana, otherwise I can say okay, I don't like pizza and banana. So for example, let's say I make one more condition here. So food 1, okay. Now I am saying that okay, if I want the and conditions, what two conditions I want to see, okay, food is pizza and fruit is banana, then I will write something. So in this case equal condition, right? So favorite food is pizza, and this is the another condition, right? So another condition, and what is that condition? Equal condition, and I can say fruit is banana, right? So I can say value fruit is that a small? Yeah, I think this is a capital. So if this is banana, then I can say okay, I like pizza and banana, else I can say I don't like anything, okay, something like this, just some fabricated some values, okay, and I can say and. So here there are two conditions, one is equal, the way we have added two conditions. So here I have added a function and equal functions. So equal functions, and I have provided two parameters to that one. So it will evaluate this, then it will evaluate this, and then after both the conditions it will evaluate with a and it will get me the results. So let us try to execute this and try to see what happens. I think again I need to add some indentation here. Indent 1 and let me try one more time. So here it says like pizza and banana, right? Food 1, I think I need to add like this, otherwise it won't get you the information. And if I add this, let me see, I think it okay. So I just have added a dash here so that this line won't be coming as a new line. Now if you look at it, I have a pizza here, I have a banana here, so it is equating as a true, and it is able to, both the conditions are true, that is why it is telling me that I like pizza and banana, and it is indenting with a one space, right? And if I change this to pizza 1, in this case it will get me I don't like anything, right? So this is how the conditions work. Here we did check about different way to use the if conditions. One is like when we evaluated with the help of boolean values, then we check with the equal condition, and we also have make sure that how if only for the one key, if I have got multiple values are coming, either value is coming from the first if block or else block. In this case we have seen that we require indentation, proper indentation. If it is putting some value like this immediately, then it may not be able to properly execute the key value pair. It requires at least one space, so we need at least one indent here. Then we also have checked how we can evaluate multiple conditions. Here we have checked with equal condition, two equal conditions, and both are evaluated with help of AND conditions. So this is how we can make it work. I hope you have liked this video, and thank you for watching this video.